Shalom, back with part two. And no, I haven't got a title yet, but that's not important. What's important is doing the work here. All right, so again, people, I just finished reading 2nd Ezra 13, 40 and 45. Those are the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom, the 10 Indian tribes, all right, 9.5 tribes, or whatever you want to call it, that came here to the Americas after their Assyrian captivity. So you have to understand when Columbus came here in 1492, which, by the way, took him a year and a half, just like what we read here, right? We read it right here, okay? That for the Most High then showed signs for them and held back the flood till they were passed. And for through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. The same thing it took Columbus to come to the Americas from the Eastern Hemisphere. So do you understand? That's where the 10 Indian tribes came, right? Down to the bottom horn of the Euphrates. Okay? Down to the bottom horn of Africa. You understand? Okay? So Solomon and his navy, which is covered in the scriptures, it took them 3 years to come and go back. What does that mean? A year and a half to come here from the Eastern Hemisphere and a year and a half to go back. You understand, people? So again, the reason I'm bringing this up is to show you that the Edomites are the invaders here, what they like to call pilgrims at that time. Do you understand? And like I said, Thanksgiving, they celebrate that. So they're celebrating the massacre of the Pequot tribe, right? You understand? You get it, people? In 1637. You get it? Do you understand? All right? And I wanted to make that clear. Now I'm going to make something else clear to you. Okay? How we were already here and who we are. Okay? This will come from, we're going to read out of Ronald Sanders' Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. Okay? This is page 364. All right? So let's get started here. Waving a banner in the air, the Indian guide soon was greeted by a puff of smoke far beyond the other bank of the river. And in response to his signal, 2 men waited. Eventually, a canoe appeared bearing 3 men and a woman, all of them Indians. Again, this is a proverb and a byword, for the Northern Kingdom. To the place where Francisco and Montezanos were standing at the water's edge, and the woman got off and spoke to Francisco in an Indian tongue that Montezanos could not understand, although he could perceive that he was being identified in the conversation. She then turned to her male companions to explain the situation. Upon hearing her words, they rose and went over to Montezanos, and to his utter astonishment said, Shema Yair Adonde Etro Adonde Allah. And what is it in English? Hear, O Lord, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. They had recited in Hebrew. I repeat, they had recited in Hebrew the fundamental credo of Judaism. Did you all hear that? Do you all understand? Yes. The 10 Indian tribes of the northern kingdom of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? And of course, there is a southern kingdom, which most of our brothers, after escaping the fall of Jerusalem in 67, 70 AD, they went into all European nations, not just West Africa, which, of course, you know, you all know the story about the Atlantic slave trade. Well, it started with the Northern Kingdom when Columbus came here in 1492. Then about 126, 127 years later, they're having our brothers and sisters are kidnapped out of West Africa and to join the Atlantic slave trade party. You understand? And again, this stuff is all over history books. Okay, so there's no getting away from that. All right, but my point in showing you this, people. Let's continue here. All right, give me a minute here. So, in a brief conversation, all right, then ensued in their common ancestral tongue, according to Montesinos, whose influency in it is almost as perplexing as to the reader of his narrative as that of his three mysterious new companions. They told him that they were themselves of the tribe of Reuben and of the tribe of Joseph, which is Ephraim, what you people known as Puerto Ricans, who lived on an island nearby. Got that, people? All right? Now, you know what? We're going to end this here, and we'll be right back with parts 3 and 4. All right? Shalom.